Namaste. Welcome, yoga friends. How's everybody doing today? Thank you so much for joining me. We're coming to you live on Facebook every Tuesday and Thursday, 10 o'clock St. Martin time. That's right. We're coming from the beautiful Caribbean island of St. Martin, and we're so happy to be on St. Martin these days. It's a lovely place to pass the time. Also, you may have noticed we are archiving all our videos over the past 2.5 years on YouTube. So check me out on YouTube as well. Give me a like, and I appreciate that. And our music today is coming from my favorite lately, which is Songs of Eden. So grateful for the beautiful music and the positive energy that they're putting out into the world these days. Songs of Eden, check them out. And if you're ready, let's get on our yoga mat and get in a comfortable seated position, whatever that means for you. But I do suggest, hey, thank you for that. Got a thumbs up from somebody. Namaste, everybody out there. So anyway, I suggest that you try and have a nice straight back, but not super strong and erect and stiff. Just a softly straight back. Whatever position your legs like to be in, that's fine. We're just going to start with rolling the shoulders up and back and breathing in. And blow out as your shoulders come through the bottom of the circle. Breathe in and blow out. Breathe in, blow. Keep it going. And you can go any speed that feels good. Fast or slow. You can even stop if something feels like, ooh, it feels really like I need to stay here for a minute. You can do that. As always, I strongly suggest you listen to your own inner yoga teacher that's inside of you and knows what you need, what you want, and what's best to provide health and connectedness inside of yourself. Anything that I suggest is just a suggestion. And you can modify it, minimize it, or just wait until the next thing comes around that feels a little better for you. Listen to your own true self as you go through your yoga. Yoga is about you. You're in charge of what happens here. This is your universe. You can't control everything out there. You can't control me, and I can't control you. I can only send you my love and my hope for peace in your heart, in your life, and in your surroundings, in your environment. So having said that, keep rolling those shoulders in any way that feels awesome. And breathe. Always lead with the breath, center on the breath, and end with the breath. Breathing connects you to this present moment. If you pay attention to your breath, you will be in the here and now, where your life is actually happening. And you may have noticed I started going the other way around, back, up, forward, and down. Breathe in and out. 2 more times or so. And let your shoulders relax. Let them sink down towards the floor. Relax your arms, shoulders, hands. Let the top of the head drift up. And we'll just start to circle the head. Audrey and Craig, nice to see you. And Ellis, hi. Namaste, you guys. All right, we're just going to let the head move around in any way that feels good. Don't do anything that feels painful. Your neck and shoulders can be so sensitive. So you want to take it easy and just let your breath lead you through some nice gentle movement. I would strongly suggest that if you do take your head in a big circle like I'm doing, don't let your head drop back all the way, putting a little crimp in the upper neck. Don't do that. That's probably not helpful. So protect the neck as you go back. Instead, think about lifting the chin and lifting the whole head. And then come around, changing direction whenever you feel like it. And to top off this shoulder and neck exercise, let's give ourselves a massage. Put the hands back to the back of the neck, squeeze and release a few times. Change places whenever you want. Go to the shoulders. Maybe put your fingers inside your shirt and reach down into the upper back where the shoulder blades are. Dig your fingers in a little bit and pull the hands over the crest of the shoulders towards the front. Nice, Ellis. Thank you. All right, stop typing. Start doing your yoga. And then back to the neck, perhaps. Go wherever your body says needs a little extra attention and a little extra love and comfort. And when you're ready, we'll just stretch those arms out, turn the palms up and lift. Breathe in. Find your prayer, pull it to your heart, bring it to your heart down, bow the head, exhale. Inhale, lift. Hands pointing out, we push all the way down to the floor. Maybe even imagine you're pressing against something that's giving you a little resistance, so you're using some shoulder muscles. Press down to the floor and then turn the hands palm up and lift. Float them up easy and light. Reach tall. Hands come together and pull it down to your heart and bow your head as you exhale and hold for stillness. Beautiful, thanks. Interlock your fingers and squeeze and release a few times. You could do a nice fierce squeeze with the hands, with the fingers. Use a lot of muscles in the hands, fingers, and wrist. Maybe even engage muscles in the arm and shoulder, upper back and chest. Squeeze and release. Squeeze everything and release. Wonderful release of stress and tension. And when you're ready, invert the hands round the back and drop the head. Push the hands way forward. And then just bring them back to a beautiful soft prayer pose. Let's find stillness. Take a moment for gratitude. Whatever you feel grateful for, whatever pops into your mind or floats into your heart, really engage and indulge yourself in deep feelings of gratitude. Let your heart fill with gratitude and love, appreciation for whatever it is that's coming to your forefront. Beautiful. Hold that in your hands right in front of your heart and slowly lift it up. Offer it to heaven. All right, let's take some legs out. Extend, straighten the legs. If you like, you can pull the flesh away from your sitting bones if that's something that you like to do. It helps you feel connected to the earth. And all we're going to do is flex and point the ankles for a few minutes. We'll turn the music down a little bit. It's a little loud. Flexing and pointing the ankles. Let's alternate. One flex, one point. You can put your hands behind you on the floor and lean against your arms. Lean against your hands. And let those toes point and flex. Ankles point and flex. And begin to shift your shoulders. Look left and right. Look left and right. Upper back slightly twisting as we look left and right. One shoulder comes forward and one shoulder goes back. Are you breathing deeply and completely and consistently, coordinating your breath and movement? I know you are. Awesome. When you're ready, we'll come back up and sit tall. Reach the arms up. Flex both ankles. Let those toes point up towards the ceiling. Reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Wiggle the fingers. And you can look up there. Check out your fingers. Stretch it as tall as you can. Reach it up. One hand higher than the other. Pulling apples out of a tree. Reach up. Reach up. Keep those ankles flexed. And both hands float up. And bring them down. Hands rest on the thighs. Let your feet go just a little wide. Feet flop outward and knees bent just a tiny bit. Slide your hands from hips to knees, towards the ankles, towards the toes. Go as far as you want. And just round your back and drop your head. Caterpillar pose, very soft and heavy. And maybe even sway a little bit with the torso going towards one knee and then towards the other knee. Feel that lovely release in the lower back. When you're ready, come to the middle and slide the hands back up. Let's bend one leg, put that foot on the floor, but move it out to the side, and then bring the shoulder inside that knee. And we're just going to walk our hands down on either side of our long straight leg towards the ankle. Go as far as you want. Round the back, drop the head. If you want, you can reach your hands towards your toes. And then hands to the floor. Take one step back, just one step. And bring your elbow up against the inside of that knee. Rest the elbow against the knee and reach your fingertips down towards your instep of your foot. You can drop your head here again and just press that knee back with your elbow. Hands to the floor, walk yourself up. We're going to take that same bent leg and bring it all the way across the knee of the straight leg. And reach forward with your left hand. Your right leg is up, left hand reach forward. Wrap your arm around your knee. Yes, it's the seated spinal twist. And of course, if you can't quite get that elbow to the knee, just use your hand. That's fine. Sit as tall as you can. Really beautiful posture here. Reach the fingers of the right hand forward. Look at your fingertips as they go to the right. All the way back as far as you can go, and then drop the hand to the floor behind your right hip and sit beautifully tall. Push the chest forward. Pull the shoulders back. Look over your back shoulder. Take a moment to settle in and feel the twist of the spine. Let it be exactly what your body needs. Releasing toxins from the tissues around the spine, like squeezing, like twisting a wet washcloth. All the old stuff. And breathe deeply here. Exhale fully. Reach the hand up behind you when you're ready and bring it forward. Both hands reach forward. Uncross your legs and float your hands up overhead softly. Imagine you're holding a beach ball between your hands. Bring it to your heart. Push it out over your toes and lift it up. To the heart, out, up. Inhale. To the heart, push it out. Exhale, lift up. Inhale and exhale. You can be expressive with your hands. You can be graceful. You can imagine that you're in charge of all the molecules of air in the room. You're conducting them in a big, wide circle, bringing them up and pushing them out. Let's go 2 more times. And let the hands come down. Widen those legs out. Walk your fingers down towards your ankles, round the back, drop the head, let the feet flop outward, knees bent slightly, caterpillar pose, drop your head. When you're ready, come back up. And we'll bend the other leg. This for me is my left leg now. Move it to the outside. Hands on either side of your long straight leg. Walk them down as far as you want to go. Round your back, drop your head. And maybe you want to reach towards your toes. When you're ready, take one step back on the floor with your hands. And bring that elbow to the inside of the knee, fingertips reaching down towards the soft instep sole of the foot there. And just gently press, drop your head so your neck is okay. Press that elbow back against the knee. Just a little opening of the hip here. Hands to the floor and walk them back up towards the hips. Bring the body up. Take that bent leg and cross it over the other knee. That's the left leg up. Right arm reaches and wraps. Left hand reaches, and we're going to watch the fingertips go to the left. Keep watching your fingertips as far back as you can. And then when you're ready, drop it to the ground behind your left hip. Sitting beautifully tall. Push your chest forward. Pull your shoulders back. And look over your back shoulder to the extent that your neck and shoulders are happy with the position. Find your beautiful seated spinal twist. And make yourself really feel like this is connecting breath with stillness. Inhale big, exhale fully. Inhale big, exhale fully. One more time. And when you're ready, lift your hand behind you and drift it forward. Both hands reach forward. Uncross your legs. Hold your beach ball over your head. This time we're going to reach over the toes and pull it into your heart. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale as you reach forward. Move with breath. Move with love. Let's come back to our caterpillar pose. Just bring the hands to the floor next to the feet or next to the legs. Round the back, drop the head. Soften the legs, knees. Let the feet flop outward. And then when you're ready, slowly sit up. Nice. Let's get onto our back sides. Find yourself in a reclined position with the knees up. Heels kind of close to your hips. And your hands can be wherever you want. It can be next to your legs, down here, out to the side, bend elbows. Or let your hands rest on your tummy, whatever feels good. And we're just going to drop both knees to the left. Relax through the lower back and hips. Relax through the arms, shoulders, neck. Everything released and relaxed. If you're not completely happy with this position, you can reposition your feet to a slightly different place. Maybe a little farther away from your hips, maybe a little closer in. It's up to you. What's the most important thing here? Relax. It's not automatic. You have to tell yourself to relax, to let go. There's a lot of automatic holding, reflexive programming that we're just always ready, always tight, always holding. Take a moment to tell yourself it's okay, you can let go. And feel that response as you let gravity have its way with your skeleton. Put it all down, resting on the earth. And be sure you have a nice inhale and exhale here and let your stress out. And when you're ready, knees come up and over to the other side. Bend those knees and let them drop to the right. Arms can be wherever feels lovely. Release your lower back, hips, chest, shoulders, arms. And let your mind float free, free from ego, free from dialogue. Whenever you're ready, bring those knees up, stretch the legs out on the floor, point your toes a little bit, and reach your arms overhead for a nice long body stretch. Feel free to yawn or sigh, it's good for you. And then when you're ready, hands come alongside your hips, palm facing down, and the feet come nicely tucked in by the hips. And we are going to push the lower back into the floor, tighten the belly muscles in. Squeeze the abs in. Squeeze your kegel in the middle of your groin. Squeeze your buttocks. Everything between the belly button and the hips, maybe even all the way to the knees, is squeezing in and pushing down. Release your shoulders and chest. Keep it all below the belly button. Squeeze in, push down. Keep breathing. When you're ready, release and just relax. Let your feet go just a little bit wide and a little bit away from the hips. And let's pick the hips up off the ground. Arch the back up. Squeeze the buttocks in and lift those hips up. Press your feet into the floor. Bridge pose. And we're going to pulse it up and bring it down almost all the way to the floor. Press it up, pulse, pulse, squeeze, squeeze, and drop slowly. Don't touch the floor, but almost, and squeeze it back up again. Let's do that 5 times. Down, and squeeze it up. 5, down, squeeze it up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 4, down, and back up again for 3. All the way down, and all the way back up. 2, and last time, squeeze it. Drop it down and then squeeze it up. All right, hips to the floor. Let's nestle them in so they're nicely comfortable on the floor. And bring the knees to the chest. Bring your hands to your knees. Pull those knees in towards your chest. And release. 5 times. Squeeze it in and release. 5. Squeeze them in with strong arms and hands and release. 4. Squeeze them in and release. 3. Keep breathing. Exhale when you squeeze them in. Inhale when they drift away. Last time, pull it in and away. Reach your arms and legs up into the air and circle your ankles and circle your wrists. Change direction now and then whenever you want. Let's open wide, not too far, and crisscross. Open wide, not too far, crisscross the other way. Open and crisscross. Open and crisscross. 5 more times. Open and crisscross. Open and cross. Open and cross. 2 more. And cross. And last one. Beautiful. Flex those ankles, point those toes. Flex the wrists and the hands. Flex and point. And hold your flex. Imagine you've got trays of cocktails on your hands and feet. Don't spill them. We're going to bring the knees and elbows down. Try to keep your feet and hands flat, parallel to the floor. And then press it up. Bring it down and up. We'll go 10 more times. Stay with me. 10 and up. Keep your trays flat. Don't spill your drinks. 9. Down. 8. And down. 7. Bring it down. And 6. Bring it down. Push them up. 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. And now we're just going to let our arms and legs float. Completely free. Imagine they're like blades of grass on a hillside blowing in the wind. Each one is independent of the other. Totally free, totally floating. And eventually coming down to rest on the earth. Take a time for yourself. Just rest. Allow the body to really feel supported by the earth. Notice the points of your body that are touching the earth, touching the floor, touching your yoga mat, carrying the body's weight down into the surface beneath you. Let's bring the right knee up to the chest and gently hug it in towards the chest. Wrap your arms around your leg, around your knee or your shin, and maybe sway a little bit. Let the leg go left and right a little bit. Awesome. We're going to stretch that leg up into the air. You can interlock your fingers behind the knee or thigh, you can grab onto the leg, or you can use a strap, which, as I've told you before, but I shall repeat it, if you choose to use a strap, be extra careful that you don't pull with your arms and just ask too much of the back of the leg. It's very easy to pull too fast when you're using that strap, and we want to be gentle and careful and easy going with the back of the leg. Give it time. It will stretch a little more if you give it time. And we don't want to do any damage. We just want circulation to be accentuated through all the tissues back there. And slowly find a little more flexibility, reducing pain, giving us the ability to move smoothly without stiffness. That's what we want. So take that leg a little closer to your face and then let it drift back to your comfort zone. Slowly exhale as the leg comes close and inhale when the leg drifts away. If your knee is bent, don't worry about it. That's okay. That's just life. If you can get your legs straight, that's also great. It's all good. We're doing our yoga. That's the most important thing, is we're breathing and moving and stretching and taking time for ourselves. So once you've found your full range of motion, give your therapeutic edge a little nudge right there when it's the most intense stretch. Not painful, but you know you're really stretching. You feel it. Just give it a little nudge. Acknowledge that that's where your edge is, and then back away. And we're going to hold the leg close to that edge, maybe right at it, and try to relax for 30 seconds. So just hold the leg. I'll watch the clock. I can manage to get my watch in front of my face here. Keep breathing. Let the back of the leg have its long time to find its length and allow stretchiness to enter the tissues. We're already halfway through our waiting period. Keep breathing. Now that you've been patient, maybe it'll go a little deeper. If you feel the urge to go deeper, go a little deeper and feel that intensity pick up again. If you don't feel the urge, stay where you are. You're probably right where you need to be. This is where you can really feel the flexibility of the back of the leg get a little bit greater, a little bit more. Keep breathing. All right, we're going to release the leg slowly. Bend the knee. Take your right hand to that knee, and your left hand's going to reach around for the foot. And I want you to pull the heel in towards your chest, towards your heart, or maybe think of your ankle as coming close to your heart, or your belly button, somewhere in the middle line of the body. The knee is way out to the side here. And just give it a nice pull in towards the chest. Stretch the leg up again. And then bend the knee and put the toes on the opposite knee or thigh and bring the knee across to the floor on the other side of the body. Roll up on your side hip and just let your arms come to a comfortable position. Recline spinal twist, which is going to allow everything to relax for about 10 breaths. That's 3 breaths for me. I don't know where you are, but don't be in a hurry here. Don't anticipate what comes next. Stay with your breath. Quiet the mind. Really listen to the body with love. Hear what it has to say. When you're ready, you can slowly roll back onto your back. Stretch your legs out, reach your arms overhead, and realign the spine with a nice long body stretch. Bring the hands to reach right above your shoulders for the ceiling. And bring your head and shoulders off the floor. Reach the hands up as if you're trying to touch the ceiling. Feel the upper abs squeeze in as you reach up. Shoulders down, head down. And one more time, reach up. And bring it down. This time, bring the hands to reach for the toes. And look towards your toes. Reach for your toes. Shoulders down, head down. Reach for the toes. Look at your toes. Lift the shoulders up. All right, take a rest. Beautiful. All right, let's bring the left knee up to the chest. Give it a gentle hug. Wrap your arms around your knee or your shin. And if you feel so inclined, you can let the knee drift a little left and right. Good breathing. Let that hip decompress. When you're ready, stretch the leg up towards the ceiling. Interlock your fingers at your knee or thigh. Use your strap, however it's good for you. We're going to gently pull the leg a little closer to the face and back to vertical. Find your, slowly and carefully and gently and lovingly find your range of motion. Feel the back of the leg, find some length. Inhale as the leg is away from the chest. Exhale as you pull it close to your chest. Find your range and acknowledge the edge of your range where the therapy happens. The therapeutic edge of your range of motion. Keep breathing. Awesome. Let's hold the leg at or near the edge of our range of motion. For a 30-second static stretch. Keep breathing, keep trying to relax. Halfway there, keep trying to relax and breathe in deep. When you're ready, we'll see if we can go a little deeper into our stretch, unless you don't feel like it's going to be a good thing. If you feel like the leg wants to go a little deeper, follow that urge to your new edge. Hold and breathe. Feel that intensity of stretch from the hip all the way through the hamstring muscle in the back of the leg. And when you've had enough, just release. And we're going to bend the knee. Reach your hand for your heel and one hand on your knee. Pull the ankle towards your heart. And maybe scoop the whole leg up in your arms. Pull the leg close to your chest. Awesome. Let's stretch the leg back up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee and put your toes on your opposite knee. And then bring that upper knee, that bent knee, all the way to the floor on the right side of the body, rolling up on your side hip. Once the knee finds the floor, open the arms and release, relax. Reclined spinal twist will stay here for 11 long, slow, deep, full breaths. Take your time. And notice every part of your body. If there's anything that's got any sensation of holding or stress, kindly ask it to let go. Awesome. When you're ready, roll on your back and let's do another long body stretch to align all the spine and all the parts of the body in a straight, erect fashion. And feel free to yawn or sigh if you like. Beautiful. Release, relax your legs. Arms reach up. Bring your head off the mat. Bring your shoulders up. Reach for the ceiling. Squeeze your upper abs. Lift, reach. And come down. Shoulders down, head down. And one more time. Reach it up. Try and touch the ceiling. And come down. This time we reach for the toes. Look at your toes. Reach. And come on down. Shoulders and head down. One more time. Reach for the toes. Squeeze your diaphragm area. Squeeze and lift the shoulders. Look at your toes. Reach for your toes. Hold. Keep breathing. Awesome. Bring the shoulders down. Bring the hands to rest on the tummy. And let your head rest on the floor. Beautiful. Let's do another bridge. Bend your knees. Put your heels close to your hips. Hands transition next to your hips on the floor. Lift the hips up. Now, if you'd like to, you can try to walk your shoulders together under your upper back, squeezing the shoulder blades, and find your hands, interlock your fingers underneath your tailbone. And then you're up on your arms instead of your upper back. You may find you can press your heels into the floor and lift your hips up a little higher. So we squeeze up just an inch. Squeeze up an inch tall and drop an inch. Not all the way down to the floor like before, just 1 inch. Up, squeeze, and down. Up, squeeze, and down. Up, squeeze, and down. 3 more times. Up, and up, and up. Release your hands and roll the back down on the floor. Let's come over to the side. Allow yourself to curl up into sort of the fetal position here, the side resting pose, and make sure that you feel comfortable and really balanced on your side, and allow the body to sink down into the floor. Imagine your belly pushing down, your chest pushing down. Let your upper hand rest on your hip. Let your head rest on your shoulder. And all we're going to do here is just bring the arm and leg up into the air, and just like you're tossing a tennis ball, nice and loose, toss it up. Toss. Toss. Let's go 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take that leg and kick it forward and reach the arm back and switch. And switch and switch. 2 more times. Come back to resting and take a minute for yourself. I'm going to switch around so that I can still see the camera and make sure that I'm still doing what I'm supposed to do and being on the camera. We're going to be on our other side. Same position, just the other side. Comfortable, soft, balanced, everything relaxed. When you're ready, take that shoulder and reach the arm up. Take that leg, reach the leg up, and toss a tennis ball towards the ceiling. Up and up. Up and up. 10 more times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, nice and loose. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kick the leg forward and reach the arm back. and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. 3 more times. 2 more times. Last time. Come back to your resting pose and allow gravity to pull you down without resisting anything. Take a moment to notice your feet nestled together, comforting each other. There's a certain way that the feet tuck into each other that's so lovely, I find. Awesome. Hand to the floor. Press the body up. And let's sit in a straddle. And your straddle can be as wide apart as you like. You don't have to have your legs way out to the side if that's not good for you. Try to sit nice and tall. You may want to pull the flesh away from your sitting bones. And hands rest on the thighs. Take one hand towards the toes, bringing the body over. Hand up, other hand towards the toes. You just do a side bend here, left and right, breathing as you move. All right, we're going to stay down. Keep reaching. Let that other arm come over. And you should feel an intense and beautiful stretch through the side body, armpit, elbow, hand. Spread your fingers wide. Feel the stretch from your hip all the way to your fingertips. And don't let your neck get stressed out just because you're in a sideways position. Just let your head and neck be soft. When you're ready, come up. And let's go back to side before we do the extreme stretch on the other side. Let everything be fluid and flowing here. Breathe with the movement. Nice. All right, come on down for a long reach. Bring the other arm over. Side stretch and breathe deep. And come on up. Both hands reach up. You can't see my feet, I don't think, but flex your ankles, let your toes point up, and reach the hands up. Stretch tall, reach up, breathe in. And float the hands down to the floor somewhere in front of your knees, and look over one shoulder and then the other. Are you breathing? Any speed is perfect here. If you feel like you want to stay in one position, do it. Whatever the body asks for, we're going to say yes. Awesome. Let's float the arms up again. Find your prayer and pull it to your heart. Keep the spine elongated, top of the head reaching up. Just a little bow to the chin, towards the chest. And acknowledge your true self. Part of you that nobody else knows. Part of you that stays quiet so much of our lives. Just quiet inside. Beautiful. Very nice. I think we should get up on our feet and let's put some music with a little more rhythm on. See if we can get some blood flowing. This is still Songs of Eden. This is one of my faves. Modern music for yoga. So get your mountain pose going. Rock on your heels and the balls of your feet forward and back. Make sure your feet are under your hips and your toes are pointing forward. Rock back and forward. Find your balance on each foot has 3 points to press down. The big toe, ball of the foot, the little toe, ball of the foot, and the heel. And we reach the arms out. Stretch it up. Breathe in. And down. Sweep the arms up with a And end of the knees, reach it up. Crisscross the arms over the head and come down. Sweep and up. Sweep and up. And breathe and up. And sweep and up. Arms stay up. Take the right hand down. Watch it come down. Look down. Let it hang next to the leg. Look down. Reach the other hand way up. Lower hand starts to rise. Watch it rise. Both hands reach up. Breathe in. And now we drop the other hand. Let it drop. Look at it down there hanging next to your leg. Make sure it's loose. Reach with the other hand. Up, 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 up. Looking down. Reaching up. Breathe. And bring it up. Both hands reach up. Bring the hands back. And down. Squeezing the shoulder blades back there. Bend your knees and sweep your fingertips right past your little toe on the floor. And come forward up. Bring it back. Past your little toes on the floor. Let's see if we can do that just a little faster. Down and sweep. And up. And breathe. Let's see if we can reverse it. Arms up and forward. Bring it back and all the way back and up and forward. Past the toes and back and up. Up. One more time. Back and up. Hands down. Take a wide stance. And you can let your toes point out just a little bit. In the knees and let the arms hang in front. Back, round your back, drop your head. Hands come to the floor. Let's tap the floor. And begin to sway. Let your hips move in the shape of a figure 8. Try the other direction. Go around your figure 8, the other way. Infinity hips. Move and breathe. Coming to the middle, we're going to walk our hands over to the left foot. One hand on either side of the left foot. Turn both feet so that the toes are pointing left. And see if you can drop your head, forehead close to your leg. Walk your hands back and walk them over to the right foot. Turn both feet so toes point to the right and see if you can bring your forehead close to your leg. Beautiful. Walk back to the center. Bend your knees and lift back up to mountain pose. Hands drop. Beautiful mountain pose. Roll the shoulders back. Bring your chest forward. And we're just going to let the weight of the body go into that left hip. Bend your right leg. Take the weight off your right foot. And let's reach the right arm up. So left shoulder is scrunching close to left hip. Right shoulder is creating a stretch between the right hip and right shoulder. Reach it up. And let's change it around. Allow your weight to go into your right hip here. And the left knee is bent. There's not much weight on your left foot. Right shoulder close to right hip. Left shoulder far from left hip. And we're just going to go back and forth. Squeeze in the waist and reach with the shoulder. Squeeze and reach on one side and then the other, and breathe. Both hands reach up. And come on down. Let's bend the knees, get about halfway down to a chair, and just go for a swim. And reverse it, backstroke. Lift your face, but keep your knees bent. You're halfway down to a chair, reaching back. Keep breathing. And float the arms up. Stand tall, reach it up. Hands float down. Awesome. Let's come back down to the floor for our last few minutes together. Oh, I hope you're feeling good. I hope that your body is a little looser and able to move freely with not so much aches and pains and stiffness. And I hope that your spirit is also feeling peace and gratitude. Believe that peace is possible. I think maybe this is reversed in the video, but that's what it says. And my whole idea is that if you can't believe that peace is possible, how will we ever have peace if you can't even believe it's possible? So that's where your spirit has to be strong. Believe that peace is possible and act as if you believe that with all your heart and all your mind. We have to spread peace and love in this world because it is greatly needed. So I give you my most sincere namaste. I will see you again on the next video. And thank you so much to each and every one of you. And hopefully soon we'll meet again in person if you're on St. Martin. That's a teaser. I'll let you know more about that in weeks to come. Namaste.